Shalom, shalom, yo, yo. I think I'm on. I think I'm recording. Shalom, family. How my family doing? Family. What y'all up to? Climb on in this deal. Let me invite some people. What's up with y'all? Climb on in this deal. Hold on, I'm trying to invite everybody. Yeah, I got some good stuff to talk about today. A question that was asked to me. You know what I'm saying? I got a good question that was asked to me. Shalom, shalom. Milton Moore, what up? Yehuda, Brandon, Shadiah. What's up with it, Jay? What's up with my family? How y'all doing? Shalom, shalom. Y'all see what I got on the board today? It's called Why is Certain Races Susceptible to Illnesses and Diseases More Than Others? You know what I'm saying? And then I put basically geography, the geography, genetics, and food. And I really want to get into that today. You know what I'm saying? This is a real good question somebody asked me. A lot of people be asking a lot of stuff, but this was a real good question. And this is what's going to be able to teach y'all how to really heal yourselves and not go to herbalism, not go to hospitals, not go to anybody. Y'all can actually stay at home and heal yourselves. Like, this was a very, very, very profound question that was in my inbox. I know I was supposed to do another lesson. I'm going to do that Thursday. I've been busy making all these herbs, doing all these classes and stuff for y'all. So I wasn't able to get in here and, you know what I'm saying, hook y'all up. But I will be teaching today, and I'm going to be teaching Thursday to make up for the weeks that I lost. I lost 2 weeks. So yeah, why is certain races susceptible to illnesses, diseases more than others? Geography, genetics, and food. Like, we really need to talk about this. Shalom, Queen Lauren in the building. My mama in this deal, Carla, May. You say you all the way in New Zealand, huh? All praises. Excellent. Excited about the seminar. Maggie, all praises. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. And I want to talk about the seminar before I get off this live too. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. So let's get into it. So the question was asked to me in my inbox, and it made me ponder on it for a long time. Like, dang, why are we susceptible to diseases more than anybody else? And I'm speaking of the black race, or the so-called Negroes. I noticed that we are sick more than anybody. We the number one highest for heart disease. We the number one highest for lung cancer. The number one highest for HIV, for AIDS. I mean, any disease that you can name, the so-called African-American Negro is highly susceptible to it than any other race. So I started digging into the geographic of things. I used to teach something called diet by bloodline, and I taught that for about a year or two, but the more and more I started really getting deep into the study of it, it was a lot of flaws in it. So I'm a realist. If I'm off on anything, I say I'm off, and I learn what I need to learn to teach y'all the correct way. So what I've been finding is, check this out. If you go to China right now, they got their own food, right? When you go to China, they eat rice. They got their own food. You go to the Irishmen, they got their own food. You know what I'm saying? You go to Italy, what they eat pasta, they eat noodles, right? So when you go to any other race on planet Earth, I don't care what race it is, they got their own food. They have their own food. Japanese, Chinese, they got their rice. You see that? Italy, they got their pasta, right? Then you got jerk, soul, the Jamaicans, they got their food, which came from somebody else. We're going to get that. But when it comes to the so-called African-American Negro, we eat everybody else's food because we don't know our own food, right? We eat everybody else's food, but we don't know our own food to eat. So I'm like, do this have something to do with why we so susceptible to diseases and sickness? So when you get down to it, when they came and got us from the lands of Africa, and I want to show y'all, it's a lot of stuff that I'm not going to get deep into because I'm going to get very deep into this when my seminar come up, because I want to show y'all a good a PowerPoint presentation that's going to be mind-blowing. But notice this, y'all. Notice this. When anybody come to America, they bring their culture with them, they bring their God with them, they bring their clothing with them, and they bring their food. Notice that when anybody come from anywhere and come to any place, they always bring what? Their culture, their God, and their food. When they came and got us from Africa, which is way bigger than what it is, and it's not even called Africa, but that's another lesson. Notice what they did. They came and got us butt ass naked, no culture, no God, and what? No food. So we over here eating everybody else's food, but we don't eat our food. Now, what I mean by that is I'm making a big statement right now, and I'm going on record because I can prove this. Every race, every different type of species have their own food. No matter what. Look, I done wrote it all down. I got deep into the history of it. I've been working on this for a long time, y'all. So I'm just gonna break it down a little bit. So check this out. When you get into like birds, if you get into birds, you got birds that eat meat, you got birds that eat fruits, you got birds that eat vegetables, nuts, and grains, right? When you get into mammals like cows or whatnot, you got certain buffalo cows that eat grass, you got certain buffalo cows that eat nuts and vegetation, and you got certain cows that eat actual fruits. No bull, we're gonna get deep into all of this. And then I'm finna make, and the chicken we eating today is not real chicken. Ain't chicken at all. It's GMO. It's a byproduct of other chicken species that wouldn't even call chickens back then. And I'm gonna bring that out too. So when you get into the gorilla, you got gorillas, right? Then you got monkeys. Gorillas eat fruit. They eat nuts. They eat berries. They eat melons. Then you got monkeys, which grow tails. They eat meat. All right. So everybody, even plants, plant life. You got certain plants that eat nothing but iron phosphate. Then you got certain plants that only eat magnesium phosphate or fluorine. All depending on the geographic where they was born and where God created them and put them at. So then when you get to the so-called Negro, what do we eat? Well, we are originally from Africa, so we need African food. And what I mean by African food, I don't mean beans and pies and rice. That's not African food. That wasn't originally growing in the land. So now look, when you get into the birds, right? Everybody follow this system but us. Everybody, every race, every ethnicity, every species, but me and you, the so-called African American Negro. Why is that? Now, so when you get into birds, right? You got these different type of birds. You got the hawk bird, you got the falcon bird, you got the eagle, the vulture, the owl, and the osprey. All of them eat meat, but all of them eat meat. And notice they in the Western climate. They over here where we not from here. Our ancestors got drugged from over where we come from, which is the Eastern hemisphere. And then we got pulled here without our food. But when you get here and you start observing different people and different things, you will see that the hawk is over here, the falcon is over here in these cold climates. And guess what they eat? They eat meat. Why do they need to eat meat? They need meat for its fatty acids and its protein to keep them warm inside, right? Now you got where we come from, which is the eastern side of the hemisphere. You got the blue robin, you got the bay-headed tiger, you got the blue crown falcon, you got the flower pecker, and then you got the blaze wing parakeet. All of them eat nothing but fruits. They don't touch meat, they don't touch insects or nothing. Notice they from the tropics though. You see what I'm saying? So even when you get and look into the animal kingdom, you see vegan animals and then you see carnivore animals. Why is that? So then you get to human beings and you think that what, we all the same? No, we not. We all are genetically made differently. Now, what's happening to the so-called Negro is everybody else eating how they supposed to eat, but we not eating how we supposed to eat. We not eating how we supposed to eat. So then you get into the gorilla, the chimpanzee, and the orangutan. And humans, they call all of these primates. And when I mean human, I mean hue, as in being melanated, a being, not humanity and what these other people giving y'all definitions of. Notice that the gorilla, the chimpanzee, the orangutan, and the human, the black man, all of them supposed to be eating fruits. If you look out in the vast of a jungle, you see gorillas eating fruits, nuts, berries, melons. You see orangutans eating fruits, nuts, berries, melons. You see all of these different apes or primates eating fruits, nuts, berries, melons. They don't eat meat whatsoever. Notice that. Now, when you get into something called a monkey is a primate with a tail. They grow tails. And notice I said that because I want to come back to who else grow tails that we call human beings that grow tails, y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about, but we're going to get into that though. When you get into monkeys, they eat anything and they mostly consume meat. So we got two people that's in this monkey primate frequency, but all of their diets are different depending on the landmass that they come from. So if I'm a black man and my ancestors originated from Africa where it was tropical and mostly hot at all the time, of course I'm going to eat the things that grow there. I'm going to eat the plants that grow there. You even got plant, even in the plant kingdom. Plants do this. Even plants follow this cosmic arrangement. Even plants follow this frequency. Only people that don't is the so-called black man and black woman. This is why we sick. Let me just hear me out, y'all. So even when you get into the plant, if you get into the burdock plant, the burdock plant do not grow in Northern America. In 1950, the white man brought that from Africa and brought it over here. That's why most burdock that grows in America don't work. That's why y'all herbs is not healing, because y'all not figured this out yet. See, when I buy herbs, I look at the origin of the herb and where it came from before it was grafted and before it was cut and sifted and regrown and put it down. So if you grow some burdock, burdock is what people need for iron. So if you grow burdock, and this come from Africa, say you go take this whole plant from Africa and get the seed, and then you bring it all the way over here into the northwestern hemisphere, and then you bury it in the ground and you regrow it, you actually think it's gonna have the same potency? No, it don't. The sun is different, the climate is different, the soil is different, even the water is different. So that's a totally different plant, y'all. You see that? That's a totally different plant. Even though it's the same plant and they got the same genetic splice in them and the same genetic strands, it's totally different because it was grown in a totally different environment. That's why y'all herbs is not working. And I'm talking to my healers right now. That's why y'all herbs is not working. Okay, so you got, look, you got the burdock plant, you got the kalawala, and then you got, so the burdock plant is full of iron phosphate. This originally grows in Africa, meaning that your mineral, so-called black man and black woman that's from Africa, the whole region. When I say the whole continent, I'm talking about half a part of Asia, ancient Mesopotamia. I'm not going to limit it to just Africa. They've been lying to y'all. They've been making these maps look smaller than what it is. Africa is way bigger than what they putting on these maps. They've been bullshitting y'all. Now, look, check this out. It's certain predominant irons it's certain predominant minerals that's in certain plants in different regions and it grows. And that's how you know the mineral that you need. So the biggest mineral that's in Africa would be iron phosphate. So that means whenever you get sick, guess what you need, black man and black woman? You need iron phosphate. Now let's go to the mountains of Caucasus, the Caucasus Mountains, where the so-called Caucasian from. Right? The biggest leading providing mineral in Mount Caucasus is something called zinc. So when a white man or a white woman gets sick, you have to treat them with zinc. Do we need to keep going? Huh? So what we need is iron phosphate and potassium phosphate. What they need is zinc and copper fluorine. This is with every race. Every race is different. Every race is different. And this is how you keep the healing going. Okay, so look, if y'all get this so far before we keep going, type in some nines. Type in some nines for me before we keep going. Tierra, shalom, queen. Hits Nikki, shalom, shalom, queen. May Ann, how you doing? I don't want to overthink about getting a plant or growing it in the country. It won't be the same, right? But who knows? Yeah, the thing is, like, that's like the thing is, it has to grow in its original habitat to be the best that it can be. And that's the reason why our culture is so messed up right now, because we're not in our original habitat and we're not eating the original food. Okay, so y'all do get that. I'm from New Zealand. No, you're not from New Zealand. Everybody is from Africa. You're in New Zealand. You're not from New Zealand. Everybody is from actually Africa. Everybody, whether it's northeast where the Caucasians come from, whether it's down south to the west where you get that so-called Arabics, whether it's West Bank of Jerusalem where you get the so-called African American Negro. Everybody originated. All ancestors originated from what we call the motherland, and then everybody spread it out. Now, when we spread it out, people got to repopulate. And this is where the genetics came in at. We were stolen from the shores of Africa. They came and got us, and they didn't bring our food with us. Now we eating everybody else's food. And look, the thing about the black man, if he eat things that don't have iron in it, it causes him to be malnutrition. That's what sickness is. Sickness is the malnutrition of the black man because he don't have enough iron phosphate in his body because it's not been getting provided for us because we're not eating African food. And when I mean African food, I mean what God created and put in the ground. I'm not talking about no beans and no rice patties and what you see over there now. See, they've been coerced. People been over there messing with their food. So they're not even eating the right stuff right now. That's why Africa is full of AIDS right now. Full-blown AIDS, because they're not eating the phytonutrients and the nutrition they need to fight off diseases and to build up their immune system, because they are hiding our food from us. Everybody know what they supposed to be eating but the so-called Negro. Why is that? Huh? Why is that? Again, so you got plants that grows in certain areas, right? You got tropical plants that eat iron phosphate, that eat magnesium phosphate. Then you got colder climates, plants that eat zinc, and that zinc eat copper and gold. Notice they are from two different places of the world, and they eat two totally different things. You got the gorilla who eat nothing but fruits. You got the polar bear who eat nothing but fish. Fish is made for his body. That's why God gave him a big old ocean, and he have nothing but fish to eat. There is no vegetation where he grows at in Alaska. So he is made to eat that. You see that? You got the Eskimos. Eskimos are human beings that are only healthy if they eat omega-3 and omega-6 and 9 fatty acids, which comes from fish. So you see, it's even certain human beings that's supposed to eat meat. The so-called Caucasians from the mountain of Caucasus, they need meat because meat is as high as in zinc. And remember, zinc is the main providing mineral for Caucasians. If you look this up. Even the Bible talks about this, y'all. Meat and lentil beans is high in zinc. That's why they love their meat, and they love it bloody, and that's why they love beans. We can't eat beans. Beans is bad for the so-called African-American Negro because they have too many proteins. Proteins strip our cells from iron phosphate. When you strip a black man's cells from iron phosphate, because he's mainly built of carbon, which makes your melanin, his cells become dehydrated, and the oxygen no longer lives in his body. This causes cellular erosion, or what we call mucinoid plaque buildup. This compromised the mucous membrane, and then that's where sickness set in at. See, we be eating for taste, y'all. We're not supposed to be eating for pleasure, taste, and desire. We're supposed to be eating for energy and nutrition. Y'all get what I'm saying? So this is why. So the question was asked, why a certain race is susceptible to illnesses and disease more than others. It's because, and I'm going to say the race that she was talking about, since she did, because it was a white girl that put it in my inbox, but she was talking about us. She didn't want to flat out say it because she didn't want to be racist or whatever. But I'm a realist. Hey, say what's on your heart. But the reason why it is that way is because when we came over here, we left our food back at home. Everybody else got their food, our food back at home. You see that? That's what's going on. That's what's going on. So we need to start eating according to what we was put here to eat. We need to be back in that environment. Notice, soon as they brought you over here, they brought you over here naked. They brought you over here godless, and they brought you over here foodless. They gave you a God, they gave you your food, and they gave you your clothes. Then they put you in schools and educated you with their doctrine, not with what we was taught in Africa. Peep that. Now, it gets even deeper, y'all. Then when you get sick, they give you herbs. They give you herbs that's not even for your body. That's not even for your body. Not even for you. Comfrey can't do nothing for me. I'm a black man. Golden Seal cannot do nothing for me. I'm a black man. Foxtrail cannot do nothing for me. I'm a black man. Zinc phosphorus can't do nothing for me. I'm a black man. I need iron phosphate. I need magnesium phosphate. I need iron fluorine. I need potassium phosphate. These come from plants and herbs that are growing in the region that God put me in, which is in Africa. Burdock, yellow dock, sarsaparilla. All these things originally grow in Africa. Y'all thinking this stuff grow in the North Hemisphere and in America, that's because they took them in 1950. Look this stuff up. They took this stuff, brought it over here and put it in the ground and think that's going to help me out. It'll probably keep me well for a little bit, but it ain't going to completely heal my body because it's not in the original state that it was grown in. I don't eat rice. Rice is full of starch. You see that? It's full of uric acid. Lactose. It's books out here that shows you the black man and the black women cannot even consume lactose, period. Any dairy products. It is bad for your cells. It causes bad digestion. It causes cellular erosion, and it gives us cancer. Guess who it actually help out though? It actually help out a white man. It actually help their bodies out. It's actually help, and it clings to their bone. No calcium in it, but it's very good for their bones. It break down our bone anatomy. See, so we are different people, so we must eat different foods. And if y'all think I'm lying, just look out in nature. You do not see the gorilla eating what the polar bear eating. You do not see the ape eating what the monkey eating. You do not see the hawk eating what the blue robin or the parrot eat. And you do not see the burdock plant eating what the parsley plant eat. They all eat different things because they grew and they was raised in their own original habitat. Just like you won't see me eating what an Eskimo eat. They eat fish all day. They don't eat no type of vegetables, and they're the healthiest in their life because they eat what was put there for them to eat. Everybody is eating correctly according to their genetic makeup and their genetic code, but me and you. That's why we get sick more than anybody on planet Earth. That's why. Wow, yeah, but real wild rice is black. Is black. The wild rice they got in these stores now is totally fake. If it ain't all black strands, and wild rice is not a grain. It's not a grain. It's the biggest lie ever. It's actually a sprout. If it ain't that, if it ain't black like me, I shouldn't be eating it for real. It must have carbon in it because we are electrical beings. The only thing that keep carbon electric is other carbons. I must eat food that have the same electrical capacity as I have. None of this food in America has that, y'all. I'm going to keep it real. And then they got some, but we don't even eat it because we either say it tastes nasty, or we used to eating other people's food. They taught us to eat their diet. Yes, they did. They taught us to eat and to love their diet, and that's what's going on. So do you have some vitamins or sources for us? Of course, of course. And that's the reason why I heal so many people, because I get my herbs from different places. I don't shop Amazon for my herbs. I don't get on Google and type in the cheapest herbs. My herbs is very expensive, and that's why my prices is kind of, it ain't expensive at all to me compared to Dr. Sebi's and them prices. But you know what I'm saying? That's why my price is up there, because I spend top quality dollar on my herbs, and I go to the origin that they would. If you got black seed oil and it's not straight from Egypt Valley, if you got black seed oil and the origin of that place don't say the Nile River or Egypt Valley, and it's not from Egypt, your black seed oil is whack. It's whack. It's not electrical at all. It's not electrical at all. Not. Y'all need to start looking at the origins. Where did it come from? I need to eat things that my body was created to eat, and it must come from where my ancestors come from. Must come from there. You got burdock and it was grown in America. It's whack. It don't even got iron phosphate in it. The iron it got in there is from an iron saline from a rock. That's whack iron. That's the iron that killed a black man and black woman. The Caucasians can take that type of iron, but we can't. You see that? The Caucasians can take that iron. See, now look, this is where it get deep set. So look, I was writing in my notes, and I seen something that just blew my mind. So when you get to the plants and you get to like seeds, everybody want calcium. Calcium must come from the sea. If you get calcium iodine and it's not from the sea, it's bad calcium. And notice who needs calcium more than anybody. Eskimos. Caucasians love eating meat because it's good protein. They call it the keto diet. It's very good for their blood. Guess what's in meat? High in meat, zinc. So look, the Caucasians can eat meat. It's good for them. It's good for them. The Eskimos can eat fish. It's good for them. They need omega-3 because according to the landmass that they originate from, to Chinese people, they can eat rice, especially white rice. That starch is good for them. It actually keeps them walking up straight. But can you, black man, black woman, can you eat rice? No. It breaks down your cells and causes cellular erosion. You see that? Can you eat fish? No, it's too much fish oil and fatty acids in it. It creates too many proteins. Can you eat meat? No, it's too cancerable to your cells because your body is genetically not made to eat that type of stuff. Now, for a lot of my Hebrew Israelites, which I claim to be wholeheartedly, I can prove this by scripture, by science, by whatever y'all want to prove it. I know who my nationality is. That is not the first diet that originated for man. The first diet for the so-called black man and black woman, or who we call Adam and Eve, was what? Fruits, berries, and melons and herbs. Go to Genesis chapter 1 and read it. He gave us the fruits of the tree to be food and meat unto us. We totally bypass that and go straight to Leviticus. And we want to pick the lamb. We want to pick the chicken. And a chicken is not even real. A chicken is an off-breed. It's a GMO hybrid, and it comes from the red-winged fowl and the gray-winged fowl. They genetically in Holland, that's what they did. They took these two things, they spliced them and mixed them together, and this is where you get your nowadays you call chicken eggs from. You're not even eating a real animal. That animal was just made up a couple 100 years ago. Let's get to the swine, the pig, which is killing all of our people. The pig come from a wild boar. Those pigs you seeing right now ain't even real pigs. The cow you saying is not even real cow. That's a genetic split between a bison and a Yorkie. Look this stuff up. They making this stuff up in laboratories, and then they passing it off like it's real food to you, and you eating it. Now you full of sickness and disease, and you don't know how to get yourself out of the hellhole you in, because now you want to take the medicines from them. Or some people want to go naturopathy, so they think, and taking the wrong herbs that's not even for your body. You are from Africa. You're from that region, ancient Mesopotamia. You need stuff that originally grow there to eat and to heal. That's how y'all keeps healing. Because I get that concept. How can we do that living here? Good question. Good question. So how can you do that living here? So me and my uncle, we opening up a fruit stand. Me and my uncle Tyrone Foster. We opening up a fruit stand out here with all African indigenous fruit. All African indigenous fruit. Straight from the land, y'all. Straight from the land. Fruits. It's so much stuff on my website. I got so many links to show you the mucilus diet of things you're supposed to be eating. You can't eat things with lactose and uric acid. You can't eat that type of stuff. It literally kills you. Do you know in order for me to heal HIV, I have to cleanse the body of these type of acids that come from all these foods I just mentioned? So you can get HIV and AIDS from your kitchen, huh? Yeah, they don't want to talk about that. You don't hurt. All these diseases don't only come through sex. You get this shit by what's in your pantry cabinet and what's in your refrigerator. Quit letting them lie to y'all. I'm dealing with a particular case right now with a woman. She got full-blown AIDS, and she, ain't had sex in 20 years, was married to a person for 15 years, only had sex with him, and she know for a fact he ain't had sex with nobody. He tests negative, but she tests positive. Now check out their diet. The man been vegan for 15 years, and she been eating meat. What's going on? Come on now. What's going on? What's going on? Most of these diseases come from what you're putting in your mouth. You're eating things that you was not genetically created to eat. These are facts. It's going to be a lot of people that disagree with this, but look, all y'all got to do is do your own research and prove y'all keep wrong. You prove me wrong, I apologize, and I stop teaching. I won't teach nothing else about health. This is how confident I am in what I'm telling y'all right now. We have to watch what we sticking in our mouth. Everything don't have to be pleasurable. Everything don't have to be desirable, and everything don't have to taste good. And you start seeing, once you start cleansing your system, things that you used to hate actually taste good to you. Things that you used to hate actually taste good to you. And look, they know that. That's why all this other rice, they put colors and stuff on it. You want McDonald's, they do red. Red represents the red apple. So you already genetically moving towards these colorful fruits. They just put them on hamburgers and cheese and put the color around it, and now you attracted to these different things. Y'all got to watch the psychological mind games that's been playing on y'all. That's why we stuck in sickness and disease. You see that? If y'all on here, like, comment, and share. If everything I'm saying y'all get, like, comment, and share. Tell them to come on in and watch. So what do you eat? I need a meal plan. I live in a vegetarian household. I eat a mucilus diet. Every now and then I eat so basically my diet is 90% fruits, and then the other 10% be vegetables. With inside that 10%, I like to give me some vegan, some alkaline cooking going on. You know what I'm saying? I love me a good alkaline burger. You know what I'm saying? Make my meat patties out of chickpeas, out of quinoa. It's so much stuff that y'all can eat that is very good for your body. You don't have to have French fries that come from potatoes. That's the mountains of Caucasus meat to eat them. The only potato we ate was the red rose potato, which grow in Africa. That's it. And we didn't fry it. We smothered it. We put it in an oven, or we put it over a fire. You got something called banana French fries, plantain French fries that taste way better than some white potatoes that can't do nothing for your body but get you fat. But I got meal plans all over my website. Anything y'all need is already on the site. Y'all just got to go through and look through it. And it ain't that complicated, y'all. Let me see if y'all got any questions real quick before we keep going in. Let me go up real quick, y'all. If y'all can, hold on the questions. Y'all know this meter be popping. So you're advertising herbs. No, I'm advertising healthy living. That's what I'm advertising. Shalom, shalom, shalom. We eat for taste, pleasure. Yes, yes. I need your help. Hit me in my inbox, Cash Zone Shine. Hit me in my inbox. My friend had a heart problem and followed. Yeah, that heart problem is messed up. It's because of what you eating. Who else we got here? So do you drink alcohol? Just asking. Yes, I do drink alcohol. Yes, I do. The alcohol I drink is called Hennessy, Remy Martin 1738. Do I drink it a lot? No. But do I indulge? Yes, I do. What is alcohol? What is these made out of? It's not even considered an alcohol. It's made out of grapes, what we call fermented wine, just aged long. So yes, when I need to celebrate, I do. But when I cleanse, do I need to cleanse my liver and my kidneys? Yes, do it all the time. Now, am I saying drink alcohol? I ain't pushing that on nobody. It's actually a poison if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's like asking did Dr. Sebi smoke weed? He smoked like 10 blunts a day. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not about that. It's about cleansing and my genetic makeup. It's about my genetic makeup. Alcohol have nothing to do with my genetic makeup. I'm not drinking vodka, which is made out of basically potato oil. You see what I'm saying? I'm not drinking rum, which is made out of bad fruit, rotten fruits. But yeah, I indulge. No way. Yes, bro. Interesting. Toda Yaki. All praises, all praises. Do you read the Essenes? Yes, yes. Most definitely I read the Essenes. I got the book right behind me. And guess what their original diet was? Nothing but fruits. Nothing but fruits. Who else we got on here? We got to do better. Yes, we do, family. We got to do better. So for more, the vegetarian list won't cut it. It won't cut it because you can't eat cheese. You can't eat dairy products. It gives the black man and black woman cancer. This is a known fact. Just look it up. No lactose or uric acid. No carbonic acid. That's all dairy products and meat. It's real bad for you. I've always said, even if it is sex related, how did the first person get it? Tierra, I speak on that all the time. Before AIDS came into play, I'm pretty, what, somebody just laid down with somebody else and created AIDS? No, this stuff came from ejections due to biological weapons created by the government, and then they moved it through your foods first. They moved it through your foods first. Don't forget about me. Tasha, I got you. It is what we put in our mouths. Yes. Dr. Lalela Africa said the worst weapon to the so-called black man and black woman is they spoon and they fork. We just eat everything everybody else eat, and we don't even know our own diet. Like, look, can anybody tell me right now, anybody on this board, what was your original diet? What was your original diet? Can anybody tell me? What was your original diet? What was you eating when you was in Africa? And you bet not tell me no beans and no rice. That just got over there a few hundred years ago. What was you eating in Africa? Me too, bro. Favorite book. Most definitely. So where do you get your fruits from? I'm a local. So you can get your fruit. You can get your fruit. Look, so the best place to buy your fruits if seeded. Now, not grapes, but you can go to what they call that deal? Trader Joe's got some good fruits. Always got some good fruits. You got your local markets. You got Ferguson Formal Market. You got the market that's downtown. You got Whole Foods. And then, like I said, I get a lot of my stuff, exotic stuff, from different sources I got that's around. And me and my uncle then came together. We're starting a fruit stand that have all exotic fruits, soursop, things that you never heard of, burro bananas. I'm talking about tuna fruits, banana bread, all types of fruit that you never heard of that we're actually going to be selling online, and we're going to be setting up a stand, and we're going to be selling it that way too. I'm going to have a lot of these exotic fruits that's good for the so-called black man and black woman actually at my seminar for y'all to taste them. You know what I'm saying? Mediterranean food. Yes, but so check this out, Hebrew. When you say Mediterranean food, what do you mean by that? Because the new Mediterranean food ain't Mediterranean food whatsoever. You see what I'm saying? Like we've been hoodwinked because Mediterranean food, they'll tell you cruise rice, brown rice. That ain't beans. That ain't Mediterranean food. That come from over here. That don't come from Africa. Beans is the number one thing that's killing us. Meat, beans, and rice is killing the so-called black man because it's full of proteins. Proteins is like the devil to the black man because it's too complex. We are single-cell organisms. We've been here since the beginning of times. So anytime we eat things that's too complex, our stomach and our digestive system can't break it down. So you got shit in your stomach that's been there for 10 years that you ain't even relieved yet. You see that? When will you have the fruit stand? Hopefully in a month or two. If everything goes as planned, hopefully in a month or two. Who else got something to hear? Lisa Henry, shalom, Queen. Sharon, I'm not gonna forget about you either. I just been real busy, y'all. Been real busy. Keisha Murray, shalom. How y'all doing? Young Ro, what up with it, bro? Yeah, so basically that was the question though. The question was, why is certain races susceptible to illnesses and diseases more than others? And my answer is where you come from, geography, your genetics, your genetics, your bloodline, and the foods we eat. So basically, we've been eating the wrong foods. So when you eat the wrong foods and stuff, look, and then the thing about this, to make certain types of food go together or to make these GMOs, they actually have to bind chemicals to bind them together. Chemicals are bad for the black man and the black woman. You see what I'm saying? It's very, very bad for you. So when they making stuff like comfrey or they making stuff like chicken that really don't exist, the hell is a chicken? Huh? Like when you start getting into this stuff, it is mind blowing. A chicken is straight a made creature by man. God didn't make no chicken. He made quail. He made the red winged fowl or the gray winged fowl. God ain't make no chicken. Chickens ain't even over 500 years old. Look this stuff up. Blow your mind. A cow, a heifer. If you look up the word heifer and cow, they not even the same thing. God ain't make no cow, no white cow with no black spots on it that go moo. He made the bison. That's what he made. So and then look, if you look at the original ones, man, they was way bigger than that. I mean, look, we can run down the line to each food that we so-called be eating. It's not even original food, y'all. The seminar is on the 27th of January. It started at 3 o'clock. It's on my website and I got it on my page too. Make sure y'all come out. TT Rita in the building. So yeah, that's what's going on. Look, we gotta watch what we eating, y'all. We have to watch what we eat. This is why we getting all this cancer. This is why we getting all these so-called STDs that we think we're getting from sex, and Negroes is getting it from their kitchen. Huh? This is why we so depressed, because we lacking all of these minerals we need, because the food that we eating is not providing us the minerals we need. You don't need food to live. You need water and you need minerals. You don't need food to live. You need water and minerals. You eat the food and the plants to get the minerals from it. You drink water to get minerals from the water. What you need is minerals. That's where the word vitamin come from. Vitamin stands for vital. Vital means it's a necessity. You need it. Mins means mineral. Vital minerals. Vital essence. Vital elements. That's what you need, y'all. That's what you need. You got to hit me up, bro. You're going to have to call me. So you don't have wild rice. I don't get what you mean by that, May Ann. You got to ask that question better than that. Who else we got on here? Make sure you keep this live on your page. Yeah, I've been keeping most of these lives on my page, y'all. Most of them been up. They ain't been messing with me lately because I've been using certain words. So I ain't got thrown in Facebook jail or nothing lately. Everything been going good. And I've been backing them up and putting them on my YouTube channel just in case they snatch them down like they used to. But I done learned they wording. As long as you say the right words, they won't take your video down. So all praises to that. All praises to that. So do y'all got any questions, y'all? Y'all got any questions? We got any understanding, overstanding, or understanding on that? Make sure I ain't miss nobody questioning. So those supplements they sell for fitness reason ain't good. Oh, Daniel, hell no, man. They selling you stuff that don't even come from original plants, man. Look, stay away from GMC supplements. That stuff is full of carbonic acid, and remember, they need chemicals to bind what they doing. They need chemicals to bind this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then they baking it, putting it inside of their own ovens at high heats, which cooking all the phytonutrients out of it anyway. That stuff ain't no good for you, man. That's why it don't work. Notice they stuff don't work. They stuff do not work at all. Notice that. This all y'all got to do is, I need a full detox. You got to holler at me on the site. All you got to do is try this stuff out for yourself. Do you feel better? If you don't feel better, then it don't work. For real. That's the thing, trying to figure out the true herb. Now, look, the hard work been done. I done figured it out. The hard work been done. I done figured it out. All right, I done figured it out. It's figured out. We test stuff. We test them. We test the energy of them. We test the pH balance of them. We test all the properties. I'm into biochemistry. So we already know what we need. What we need is iron phosphate. That's what the black man and black woman need. Now, all the other minerals, see, the thing about iron is the only magnetic mineral or the only magnetic element that's in creation, period. So when you get iron phosphate, guess what? Every other mineral that's inside of any plant that you eat, it automatically gravitates towards it because it's an actual magnetic mineral. This is how you get healed. See, the black man need iron. Look, you know what the sickness of the black man is anemia. Everybody's anemic. All anemic means is you have no oxygen inside of your body. When you have no oxygen inside of your body, this is what creates cellular erosion. When mucus come in and set in, wherever that mucus set up shop at, that's where the sickness manifests itself at. All this is due to the lack of iron. And the lack of iron comes from what you eating and what you putting in your throat. See, the so-called Caucasians, or who we call white people, they need zinc. Notice when they don't get enough zinc, they get crazy as hell. They wanna colonize shit. They want to kill everybody. That's why they so violent, because they lack their mineral. They lack zinc. You got too much zinc, which is why you letting them do whatever to you, and you don't got enough iron phosphate. So now the black man has become weak, demasculine, and scary, and they become like a wolf pack, raging wolves. All this because we lacking certain type of mineral, all because of everybody is malnutrition, because everybody is eating everybody's food and nobody's eating the food that was made for them. Now everybody's starting to get it. Chinese gonna eat Chinese food. You go to China right now, they're gonna have white rice with cilantro on the side. You see that? You go to Ireland right now, to go to Italy, they gonna have their pasta. You see that? Made after they bread and after they wheat. You go anywhere else, they gonna have their food. You go to the so-called African and Negro, he eating everybody else's food and not his own because he don't know his own food. But look, it's not y'all fault. They did this on purpose. They took us away from our identity. They took us away from our food, and they took us away from our God. And this is what made us slaves, because we came to depend on another nation because we had nothing. See, it's all psychological. This is how this stuff works, and this is how you push disease and the agenda on people. You strip everything from them, make them feel lonely like they nothing, and then you feed them. Now you have gained a friend, and then that's when you get hoodwinked. See, it's time to start getting so real with this. Before I put that in my mouth, I die before I eat that. And you'll start realizing it's better to fast than to feel your flesh. It's better to fast. Dr. Sebi then went 90 days. I don't know, brothers that went 50 days. It's so many days you can clean out your system. So instead of be like, man, I'm hungry, I need something to eat, drink some water and go sit your butt down somewhere. Start cleansing that system. What's your website? My website is actually in this description under the title. What foods can we eat that's high in iron? Oh man, so the first one is very good for the black man. And notice I'm on here speaking to my people. If anybody else need me to address them, I will. But look, I'm all for my people. I'm very, very, very pro my people. That's just what it is. I ain't been no racist. I don't have enough influence or enough money to even be racist, but I'm pro my people. The best thing you can eat that is full of iron, the best thing is kale. Get you some kale, get you some watercress. You know what I'm saying? Some kale, some watercress. The best foods that's good in iron, some avocados, very good for your eyes. Make sure it's with seeds, some sour apples, some red grapes with seeds. All of these are good with iron phosphate and iron fluorine. But that kale, y'all, don't sleep on that kale, especially that red baby kale, full of iron, full of iron. If y'all need any type of zinc and iron, make sure y'all get y'all some lentil beans and some chickpeas. Chickpeas and lentil beans is very, very high iron phosphate. Quinoa as well. Who else on here? What y'all got? That's right. Live it, not diet. Yes, live it, not diet. And look, the whole thing even sound right. Diet. Why do I want to eat something that got dye in it? That don't even sound right. What types of water? The only water, let me go grab y'all the water. This is the best water to drink. I'll be right back. All right, so look, other than the most top water that have sulfur phosphate and iron phosphate would be thermal spring waters. Me and my uncle getting them in too. Look, the store we got coming, y'all, is amazing. Me and my uncle put our heads together. We opening up an exotic African fruit stand. I'm not going to call it the word African. I'm going to use another word, but I'm using African because y'all, that's what y'all identify it is. But I ain't going to make a good name for it before we LLC it up and all of that. But it's going to be exotic African fruit stand with thermal waters, thermal spring waters that come from volcanic action, volcanic activity. This is what we need to heal the blind and make the lame walk again. Dr. Sebi was making people take baths and that stuff. They ain't never walked. They walking up out of the river. People have full-blown AIDS and dip themselves in this stuff for 2 times out of the week. They leaving home without AIDS inside of their bloodlines and everything. Like, this water is very, very active. See, you are made of carbon, so you need minerals. That's like you the God of this earth. Believe it or not, so you need God food. The best water is this water right here. It's called Crystal Geyser. It comes from an alpine spring water. It comes from a geyser. This is another source of thermal water, y'all. Geysers are hot. This is what you call hot spring water. This is what the so-called black man and black woman need. This is what you need. And look, you can get gallons of these for $1. This right here, I think a 4-pack was like $4 or something. Man, drink you 64 ounces of that a day. It'll keep you cleansed out. What does that water have? I just said it. That water have it got a sulfur phosphate in it, iron phosphate. It got magnesium. It got a whole lot of copper and zinc in it. It got everything that's electrical. Water must be electrical. You are an electrical being, so you need to drink electrical things and eat electrical cellular food. If it's not to feed your cells, you ain't supposed to be putting it in your mouth. Every time you eat something, it's supposed to be, does these feed 150 trillion cells? If they don't feed 150 trillion cells in your body, you're not supposed to be eating it. This is just fact of the matter. This is what it is, y'all. You said iron phosphate. Yes, iron phosphate or iron phosphorus. Phosphorus and phosphate are the same thing. Phosphate is when it's in its a complete molecular structure. That's when it becomes a phosphate. Magnesium phosphate, copper, zinc, everything electrical. Yes, we are electrical beings. When it comes to the so-called black men and black women, we're the most pH alkalinity electrical beings on the planet of this earth. That's why we're so full of carbon and we're dark, and we are many shades of brown, but that brown is full of crystallized carbon, which is produced by our pineal gland, our third eye. It produces something called melatonin. Melatonin is what makes you mellow. That's why we got so much rhythm, because we full of melanin. That's where that mellow come from, right? Then your stomach produces something which is the byproduct of melatonin. See, everything when it comes to African holistic health is a female and masculine principle. So melatonin is the female side. The male side of melatonin is something called serotonin. This is where you get the word Sirius from. Sirius serotonin. Serotonin is produced while you awake. It's while you woke. That's when you focus. You gotta get it. Melatonin makes you mellow. This is what produces something called DMT that makes you go on your trips. This is what connects your dimple antennas to the cosmos. This is how you pray to God. See, this is like black people are the most spiritual praying people because of this melanin, and you're literally entwined inside of the universe. You are the universe. Why you think they hacking open your body and want to do autopsies every time you die? You see that? So yes, we most definitely need that. We need stuff to feed our melanin food. When you look outside, all that darkness out there, that's melanin, y'all. That's you. That's connected. That's why you can feel things walk past you that then you never see them. That's why you know stuff before it happened. That's why you be asking your significant other, what's wrong with you? I know something wrong with you. They be like, no, you lying. Because we just know stuff. We are magical people. And it all got to do with this covenant blood that we always talking about, or what we call melatonin. How do you get melatonin? You get melatonin from your foods. Now what they doing is they killing all of our black people off, and they taking their organs and they extracting the melatonin off of them. Melatonin is now $465 a gram, and you have trillions and billions of them in your bloodline, in your skin, in your hair, and in your nervous system. You are literally a walking trillionaire. Just one person. Why you think they feeding you McDonald's? They want to fatten you up. The more fatter you get, the more unhealthy. See, the thing about melanin is you can destroy melanin, but melanin know how to conform. It's like water. It takes the shape and the subject of anything. So you get fat, that's more melanin for them. So they're going to feed you up. They're going to dumb you down. They're going to get you fat. The next thing you know, you end up dead, and they hacking you open, taking your organs, and you don't know why they took them for. That's because they're using them and extracting all of this carbon phosphate from them, or this iron phosphate from them, and then they feeding it to themselves. See, y'all, we trying to be them. All these Negroes becoming Europeanized. They trying to be us. You see the white girls injecting their lips with melatonin. They want to be darker, so they sitting out in the sun. Like, if you get into the psychoanalysis of this stuff, we trying to be them. They trying to be like the gods, like us. We eating their food. They want to eat our food because they know what the true health is. They know what true immortality really lies in. It lies in you and me because we are the covenant people. Yes, all this tie in. You cannot talk about health and holistic health. You cannot talk about spirituality. You cannot talk about none of this and can't link it to God, because everything to do with you has something to do with the supernatural realm, because you are a supernatural being. You are an electrical being. Learned that from the God Frequency Conference. All praise. I don't even know what the God Frequency Conference is, but hey, if they was talking about that, they was talking about some good stuff. I tell you that. So what do you have substitute for rice if you don't? I don't get what you're saying. You don't have to eat rice. Rice is not made for us, so you don't have to eat it. You don't have to eat rice. Let them eat their own food. Yeah, be like water. We are water. That's why your body is made of 88% of it. 88% your body is made of. So you must need to replenish that. You have to replenish that. Let me see if y'all got any other questions up in here. Remember, like, comment, and share this post, y'all. So iron phosphate and iron fluorine different? Yes, iron phosphate is iron by itself and it becomes a phosphorus. Iron fluorine is iron mixed with fluorine, which is what you need. And you have something called nascent iron. You get look, this is how I'm healing so good, y'all. You know what I'm saying? All praises to the Almighty that he gave me the knowledge to do this. But once you go back to your landmass and you see the original things that grew there, you can help anybody up out of their sickness, y'all. I'm giving away the jewels to pay my bills, y'all. This is how much I need y'all to start healing yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because this is way bigger than me. This stuff finna be so big, man. So y'all gonna have to start learning how to heal yourselves. You want to be a true healer, get into biochemistry of the so-called anatomy of the so-called black man and black woman body. Man, look, studying the stars ain't got nothing on studying the black man and black woman. This is how great and powerful and magnificent you are. Studying astrology, studying the stars and astronomy ain't got nothing on studying you. That's how amazing you is. Inner space, outer space. As above, so belief. So within, so without. Like, this is how great we are. We literally are expressing ourselves in a human form, but we everything in one. It's amazing. And this what makes healing so beautiful. No wild rice, not black rice. Oh, black rice is wild rice. When you find some real wild rice, it's the color of my shirt. It's coconut, not natural. Coconut is very natural. Coconut is very natural. Now, when you get to these new coconuts, they're too small. Real coconuts actually are Jamaican coconuts. They're green. They're not brown on the outside. They're actually making them in laboratories and they splitting and splicing genes. A real coconut is actually green and it's big as hell. And you can eat the coconut meat inside of it, or you can drink the water. You see what I'm saying? And it's full. You're going to taste them simple amino acids, what they call sugar inside of it. But them small brown ones is not natural at all. And it tastes like, man, tastes like something out of this world. Can you read my question, sir? Thank you very much. Y'all asking so many questions. Look, what was your question? Wild rice not natural. Nope, it's not. Black wild rice is, though. My friend have calcified arteries in his legs. Which herb can he use? He can't do nothing right now. No herb's gonna help him with that, but red clover herb. He need red clover and hydrangea root. He need bark. He don't need herbs. He need the bark. Red clover, flower, bud, and hydrangea. He need to mix that together, then take it while drinking a whole lot of water. He need to go on a fast. That's what he need. He need a fast. What else we got up here? Astro in the building. Herbs for smokers, please. The herbs you need for smokers: aganda root, red root, blue lotus flower. It's so much stuff you can use to cleanse your lungs, and you can still get you a pretty cool high while cleansing your lungs. You know what I'm saying? But like me, I don't think you should put no smoke in your body whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should put no smoke in your body whatsoever. But again, Dr. Sebi smoked blunts all day, every day, and he was one of the healthiest people on this earth. So I can't combat against that. You know what I'm saying? He was actually putting weed in most of his products to heal people, and that marijuana was healing. And he was allowing certain people to smoke while they was healing, and it didn't stop or mess with their healing process. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's me personally. Me personally, I wouldn't do that. But yes, I do have smoking blends. But you know what I'm saying? If you go look at the site, I got a lot of smoke blends. Let me show y'all something I do got. This is called Purple Lotus. It comes from Egypt. They got this on the hieroglyphs. It's a third eye flower. This actually decalcifies your pineal gland and opens up your third eye. Alcohol. What about alcohol? Like when we get into alcohol, like I was speaking earlier, there's different types of alcohol. You got grapes, aged grapes, or what we call brandy, or what we call cognac. That's not an alcohol for it. Coconut milk, gag me. Yeah, I don't pretty too much like coconut milk. I like coconut water. Cause like when you drink coconut, like if you got herpes, you can't even drink coconut milk because coconut milk got too much arginine in it. You know what I'm saying? It got way too much arginine. All praises for your teaching, bro. Bree, shalom, queen. All praises, all praises. Hallelujah. I'm going to your website for the clogged arteries needed for him. Thanks, my brother. It's all good. Go check it out. Prescription drugs. Should we use them? You should never use no prescribed drug. A drug is a chemical that goes against the anatomy of your body. The byproduct of that is waste on a cellular level. When you get waste on a cellular level, that's what causes cancerous cells. Remember what cancer is. It's when your lymphatic system can no longer flush out the systems and the waste sits on top of the cells. And the waste sits on top of your cells. And when it sits on top of your cells, your cells start to die. So when your cells start to die, you have something in your cells that replicate themselves to live longer. And when it start replicating, this is what they call cancer. And the main cause to cancer is food and prescription medicines. The main cause. What else we got? What type of wine you drink? I like dark red wine. I love Cabernet Sauvignon. And if any strong wines, it got to be a cognac, like 1738, something that's been aged real long and something that's not burnt in barrels when they cooking it. But again, alcohol, too much alcohol will dehydrate your body and it's very bad for you. You see that? It's very bad for you. So I'm not saying drink. I'm not going to even suggest anybody drinking. But yes, do I dib and dabble? Yes, I do. Dark wine put me to sleep. That's the only good wine. All them other wines is pretty bad for you. And again, I don't recommend nobody drinking anything but water and juicing. That's my particular thing I got going on, and that's what I do. But I never push that on anybody because I'm a healer. But yes, do I celebrate and do I sip my wine? Of course I do. Of course I do. No to drugs. Yes, no to drugs. I want to try your black seed oil. Yeah, you got to try it. I got a very good review on my black seed oil. I got that real black seed oil. I'm talking about, man, very electrical. If you taste it if you put it in a conductivity tester, it actually reads 9.5 on the electrical meter. That's a living herb. This is a living herb. Blue lotus flower. This will get your DMT popping. Very good herb. Like it's beautiful herbs. For those that watch my earlier videos, I had my camera change and I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of herbs. What's good in protein? Nothing is good in protein. Protein is the #1 killer of the so-called black man. It's #1. What a protein is a simple amino acids. So you have these simple amino acids like arginine, lysine, and when they come together, they make amino acid strand. What a protein is, it's full of acid, a carbonic acid, and it attaches itself to it, and then it becomes complex. So how would you make a protein? If I eat an apple, that's a simple amino acid. Then I eat a coconut, that's arginine. So I take arginine and I take lysine. Then on top of that, I eat a piece of meat. That's why you're not supposed to mix your food. If you're going to eat fruit, eat fruit. You're going to eat vegetable, eat vegetables. You're going to eat your meat, which I don't recommend at all. Eat it by itself. Eat it uncooked with blood hanging out of it. Ain't this what they do in nature? Why you cooking your meat? So anyways, once you get the sour apple, which is the lysine, and then you get the coconut, which is the arginine, this is what you call a simple sugar amino acids. This is very good for your body. But then we add something like rice to it, which don't even go together. And then all that starch and that carbonic and that cereal acid from that starch attaches itself to what you just ate, and it becomes complex or a complex sugar. This is what you call protein. This actually blocks up the interstitial the interstitial fluids around your cells, and it stops your body from breathing, and it makes your body very dehydrated. Now you're lacking oxygen. Now this is where sickness and mucus sets in. See, mucus is a defense, y'all. We got to understand mucinoid plaque is the bad part of mucus. Mucus is a defense. Mucus is the actual membrane around each cell in your body, around each muscle. This is what makes you live longer. It protects things. What happens is when your body start getting sick, it start producing too much because you don't change your diet. The first thing you should do if you are a meat eater is when you get sick, stop eating meat. Stop drinking. Stop smoking. You see that? Because mucus is going to come and it's going to isolate the situation. Then you're going to burn the temperature. Temperature basically And inflammation isolate the situation. The mucus come in, then the temperature heated up. The mucus or the phlegm get real hot and it burns out the disease. But you constantly eating bad and you constantly drinking and smoking. So now more mucus got to come. Then more mucus got to come. Now it's called mucus buildup. This is what you call cellular erosion. And then once it sets in, mucus starts to crystallize. Soon as mucus crystallizes, you got problems. If it crystallizes in your lungs, they call it what? Asthma. If it crystallizes in your bronchial tubes, bronchitis. If it crystallizes in your prostate inflammatory nation or inflammatory, or what they call prostate cancer. If it crystallizes inside your vagina wall, they call it gonorrhea, or they call it yeast infection. You see that if it does the same thing inside of your fingernails, they call it what? Fungus. There is no difference between fungus, yeast, and mucus. They're all the same exact thing that manifest themselves in different ways depending on the source and the minerals in your body. No bull. Like, they've been lying to us. We have to reprogram our mindset, y'all. We have to rethink this whole thing. We have to unlearn everything that they taught us. Because remember, when they brought us from Africa, they brought us over here naked and gave us everything. You think they taught you the truth? You think they want you to know that you God? Hell no, they don't want you to know you a God. So they're gonna dumb you down. They're gonna keep you dumbed down, and they're gonna feed you food to dumb you down. They're gonna give you clothes to dumb you down. They're gonna get you attracted to different colors that dumb you down. Do you know the black man and black woman need to sit in the sun for at least 2 hours a day? Notice none of your jobs is in the sun, right? Your ass is working in a cubicle. Or you in school sitting in rows like a prison system. They keep you away from that sun as much as possible because they know the sun is what feeds you your light, cold frequency, and your photon energy. They want to keep you away from the sun. They want to keep you away from the son of God, both of them. They want to keep you away from knowledge of self, because when a Negro learned their body, he learned everything, because his body is everything. These are the facts. That's right. Everything will keep us down. Not all black folk came from Africa. Everybody came from Africa. Everybody came from Africa. That's not a true statement. Everybody came from Mesopotamia and Africa. Africa, like I said when I first started this video, Africa is way bigger than what they making it. They lied. I got the original maps. I'm bringing it out in my seminar. Africa is way bigger than the continent they saying it is now. And it's hooked up a lot of parts of Asia, a lot of parts of Russia, where the Caucasians come from. Y'all realize Ukraine and Russia is where the Caucasus Mountains at. That's where all the zinc grow. You want to get you some good zinc, find you some herbs that's high in zinc, phosphorus, and you order them deals straight from Russia. High zinc, very electrical. But everybody comes from so-called Africa. It's not even called Africa, but this is what I name it for y'all to identify with it. What's good? What's a good book to read and study about the body and its nutrition? Man, I got so many of them. I'll give you one. What's a good one for you, brother? I'll give you a good one right here. This is a good one right here. Cleanse and purify thyself. Cleanse and purify thyself. It's by MD and naturopathy Richard Anderson. Purify thyself. This is a pretty good one. Chew the meat, spit the bones. Chew the meat, spit the bones. I'm not here to hide no knowledge from none of y'all. We are all potential healers because we are all gods. It's a good one right here. Start off with that one, man. I got hundreds in her, man. I got damn near 1,000 books though, brother. So it's a good one. I read a book a day. At least I try my hardest to read a book a day. But you will notice the more and more you read, the more and more you don't need that stuff. It's already in you. You have something called the Akashic Records that's a part of your DNA, that every language is a part of you already. Everything that happened in the past and the future, everything is in you. You just got to silence your mind and start meditating, start breathing. You realize that 99% of the black man and black woman don't even know how to breathe correctly, but we can name every song on the radio. All the women know every twerk dance. All the youngsters know every type of drug to do. Niggas don't even know how to breathe correctly. Ain't that crazy? You know, we don't know how to eat correctly. You know, we don't even properly chew our food correctly. Y'all wonder why we dealing with gas so much. Niggas got bad gas and all types of, we don't even know how to eat correctly, y'all. So I think we need to start learning stuff like that before we even start reading and getting into books. Let's start reading ourselves, learning about ourselves. But that's a good book you can start off with. When will you have your store? I got a store now. It's www.yakiawaken.com. It's actually under this description bar. The website is constantly being updated. Herbs is constantly being changed. I am learning a lot of new stuff too. I've been in this for a long time, but you know what I'm saying? The Most High is dealing with me certain information. So like you get nothing but the best herbs when you shop from me, and you get nothing but pure information. And if you find out something that wasn't accurate, let me know. And if I research and I find I was wrong, I'll be a man. I apologize and I change my statement. That's what we do out here. We're healers. We run into issues every day. You see what I'm saying? But it's www.yakiawaken.com. And I don't only sell herbs. We sell a lot of stuff on there. Everything to do with spirituality. We sell frankincense. We sell myrrh. We sell oils. We sell tinctures. We sell tonics. We sell everything. Anything to do with uplifting the black man and black woman, we got our hands in it. What herbs can I take for varicose veins? You use blue vervain. Blue vervain is good for that because it's going to be very good for your nervous system, and it's a blood purifier. Let me grab that for you real quick. It's what you need for them veins right there. You need blue vervain, very electrical. Very, very electrical, and it got a lot of potassium and calcium in them. Potassium and calcium in it too. And that's another thing. People are picking herbs the wrong way. Like when you get into herbs, you got to make sure it's the right season. If it's the summertime, all the nutrients is where? In the bud. If it's wintertime, all the nutrients where? In the root. If it's fall time, where's the best time to harvest? All of them is where? In the stem. So like we even got to pick herbs at a certain time. Just like you must eat at a certain time. You eat fruits in the morning. It's a cooling food. It's sugars that get your APT going. You eat vegetables in midday or at night. You see what I'm saying? Everything we did when we was in our homeland was very, very calculated, y'all. We are just everywhere now. We don't plan anything. We don't plan our days. I'm just now getting into writing everything down. When I get up, this is what I'm doing today. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do it like we have failed as a people so much, y'all. It's time to get back to where we fell off at. It's time to uplift humanity again. Like it's time to uplift ourselves. Boy, you Jamaican and don't know it. Howard Brown, what up with the heat, bro? Did you receive your herb yet, King? Did you get your herbs yet? How do we consume these herbs? So it depends on what it is. So sometimes it's very good to, like for instance, my favorite herb, y'all, is the same herb as Dr. Sabi. You know what I'm saying? I love sarsaparilla. I love the root. So let me grab it real quick. All right, this is a sarsaparilla. I got this from West India. Very, very, very potent. But like when I get to my roots, when I get to stuff like this, I love to do my roots as tonics or as teas. I do my roots as tonics or as teas. Elderberry. I love to burn this down, melt this down into a syrup. It's good when you melt down. Is sea moss good? Sea moss is one of the best herbs you can ever digest. Sea moss have over 122 minerals in it. Sea moss is very, very, very high in calcium phosphate. Sea moss is for fishes and it's for the eczema. Sea moss is for people that live by the sea. So like it's a sea vegetable and bladderwrack. Mix them together is a potent combination. Very good for you. That's what the bears eat. Like polar bears, they love sea moss. Sea moss is very good when you need strong bone. If it got anything to do with the bones and you into herbalism, automatically look towards the sea. You need iodine, you need copper, you need zinc, you need gold. That's all in sea moss. So sea moss is very, very good. With people that's suffering from cancer, when I'm healing people with cancer, I have them drink that all the time to get them bones back right. That's sea moss, especially people with bone cancer. Very good. Very good. Sea moss is very good. Substitute, yeah. Sea moss will be a very good substitute for over-the-counter vitamins. Yes, I see you've been doing some studying, Keisha. All praises. What would you use to treat your child for common cold and flu? Common cold and flu, elderberry and sarsaparilla mix. Elderberry and sarsaparilla mix. That's what I do for that, and do that every day. And then get some children vitamins. We got vitamins now. All-purpose children vitamins. actually made out of this type of stuff. Actually made out of these. This all-purpose children vitamins. That's very good. They taste kind of weird, but you mixing a lot of herbs together, and then you gotta get into a gelatin, and we don't eat gelatin because it's full of pork and animals, so it's a lot of stuff you gotta add to it, which is nothing but herbs and glycerin, y'all. Nothing but herbs and glycerin. Glycerin is nothing but vegetable oil, like a vegetable blood, a vegetable oil that's full of magnesium. So don't think I'm talking about mixing with anything else. Everything we do is straight up natural. YouTube channel. I got 2 YouTube channels. Our spiritual channel, which this video will be on, is called Honor and Humility STL. My personal channel, I'm actually building up right now. And if you subscribe to it, once I hit 1,000 followers, I'm giving away a whole lot of herbs, 1,000 subscribers. And that's actually Yaki Awaken. Yaki Awaken on YouTube, or Honor and Humility STL. Them the YouTubes. I'll put them in the description too. I try to do my research. Oh, you on point. You on point. How about taking moringa for most herbs? I don't look. The more and more I get in my research about that, it's turning out to not be a real herb. So I don't really basically subscribe that to people too much, because I can't find the origin of its seed. If I can't find the origin of the seed, I don't really subscribe it to people. There's so many herbs that's fake. Comfrey, golden seal, aloe vera, echinacea, all of these are fake hybrid herbs that actually have chemicals in them. Garlic, it's so like I know hundreds of herbs. I got a whole book of fake herbs that I've been just writing down as the years I've been doing this. That's actually it'll have you feeling better, but then a couple years later you worse than what you was before, because it didn't damage your cells permanently, and you don't never want to do that. What else we got? Haven't answered me, woman. That's because you asking so many questions, woman. May Ann, let me see what else you asked. Let me see. Yeah, you be asking, so I don't even know what you asked. How do you consume these herbs? So back to Daniel Chapman. That's a good question. So it depends on the herb you're getting. So each herb have its phytonutrients stored up in the place depending on when you harvested and you picked it. You see what I'm saying? So love roots. Roots are the best thing because you can make tonics. Or you can get the actual leaf, which is some, but some you can't eat the leaves because they be poisonous. You see what I'm saying? But leaves are very, very good. Like for soursop, not soursop, but soursop. Soursop, the fruit is cool, but most of the healing property is in the leaves. The roots is dangerous though. You can't mess with the roots. The roots are poisonous. The seeds are poisonous. Actually, neurotoxins in it. So, but the actual leaves is amazing. Very good for your body. Very, very, very good for your body. These are some of my #1 sellers. I get these straight from Honduras. These are soursops. Very, very good. Powerful herb. So like this good. You crush them up, you put them in a pot, you boil it like you boil tea, you strain it. And these are so potent because they're from the trees of Honduras. You literally can drink, reuse these 3 times before you throw them out. Never throw them away, throw them on the grass or the ground. Always do that. Don't never throw these away. Don't disrespect God like that. Give it back to the earth, for earth can replenish and regrow the same thing. So yeah, so it depends on if it's a leaf, it's good to break them down and put them in capsules. It's good to grind them up in a powder and use it as a basically like a smoothie drink. If it's a root, it's very, very good to use as a tonic. And if it's a stem, it's very good to chew on, or you can grind them up too. Either way, I do all of my herbs. I got different options from them. According to their property. So it all depends on, especially it depends on you and what I'm healing. Who else we got on here? Soap. What type of soap can we wash up with? I wouldn't wash up with nothing but black African soap made straight from the clay mold and straight from the dirt. I wouldn't put nothing else on my body, and it is not supposed. And y'all can go to I'm gonna give y'all a link to Aniyah page. Y'all can go to Aniyah page and get y'all some black soap. I'll show y'all some of that too. This is black soap. Very good black soap. So good. Look how black that is. Look how black that is. You made straight from the ground. Sometimes, like the last batch I got from Ghana, it had a few ants in it. I said, "Oh, thank you, God. I know it's original. I seen a few ants in it." Good soap. Very good soap. That's black soap. So yeah, black soap. And then marijuana soap. I got new I got some new soap. I call it CBD oil soap. It's for my cancer patients. Where is that at? I'm just showing y'all everything today, ain't I? Give me 1 second. I can't even find it right now. But anyways, we got some new marijuana soap for cancer patients. Real strong CBD soap. I'm talking about you smell it through the packaging. You like, oh my God. But that's gonna be on the website as well. So yeah, that's the type of soap that I use. What else? Shalom, brother. What herbs you use to gain weight? The herbs to gain weight is called spirulina. It's a dark chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, spirulina. You want to put some weight on, that's the best thing because it'll give you a lot of amino acids that's not protein, but it'll help you with a lot of weight gain. That question was for Tamara Homer Jones. Who else? There was a question, how do you gain weight healthy? Okay, I answered that. Okay. Soap and shampoo. Shampoo, again, for shampoo, y'all can go to Aniyah page. I'll put that in the description bar as well. But black soap is good for your hair. Simple, soft, gentle things are good for your hair. Never use chemicals. Because notice, when your skin is the biggest kidney on your body, and it's also the biggest part of your immune system, and it's an absorption and a secretion. So anything you put on your skin goes straight to your bloodstream. Remember that. That's why a lot of these deodorants are cancerous, a lot of these lotions are cancerous, and believe it or not, a lot of colognes and perfumes are very, very cancerous. So we got to watch that too. Greetings. I appreciate you for helping us. I need a tea for high blood pressure. Go on my website. I got the high blood pressure stabilizer. Man, I'm talking about I'm up to like 44 patients of healing them for high blood pressure. That's easy work. So it's on my website on yakiawaken.com. And just click on the blood pressure stabilizer. That'll help you out a whole lot. Definitely need those. It's all good, Jasmine. Whatever you need, holler at me. You teach us so much, brother. All praise. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give y'all information. I'm here to, high temperature on kids is common, and you weren't able to answer me. Look, if you in your feelings, Queen, you know what I'm saying? I apologize, but if you in your feelings, this ain't a platform for that. I got millions of people asking me questions. If you're offended, by all means, you can exit my page. But we can resolve our problem. We can answer it out. Again, high temperature. A temperature, let your children go through their temperature. If they got a fever, let it rise. As long as they're not hemorrhaging, or long as they not wigging out, or they got short memory loss, and you can ask them their date of birth, and they can tell you their date of birth, or you can ask them their age, or ask them where they at, or ask them their name, and they can repeat that. Let that fever run through. That's a natural process and a natural remedy for the body to heal itself. Much love and respect, champ. It's all good, Marcus. I just boiled mine whole. Yeah? Toothpaste then. Toothpaste, I got toothpaste on my site. I got some toothpaste on my site. It's real good. Man, I got some good stuff up in there. I got myrrh. See, I'll be sleeping on that myrrh. Everybody want to burn myrrh, but myrrh is very good for the gums and neem. Myrrh and neem, mix them together and put a couple branches up in there. Very, very, very good for toothpaste. It'll clean your teeth and it'll re-jump your saliva glands inside your mouth and it'll stop all that bad breath that's going on. LOL at the ants and soap. I would have been mad. Nah, bruh. I was happy. I'm like, man, my stuff was made from the dirt. This is real soap. Let's get it. I want one of them marijuana soaps. I'll send you one, brother. I'll let you try it out, man. It's some real good, strong stuff. You know what I'm saying? It have you relax. And it's real good for people with cancer and people with lupus. It's very good for people with cancer and lupus. You know what I'm saying? What do you recommend for hair products? I got something called Batana Miracle Oil. It's miracle oil that's on my site as well. It's called Batana. Man, it comes from a tree and a bush. This stuff is so powerful. I was actually thinning right here. Ask anybody know me. I was thinning, man. I put some of that on, applied it for a few hours, washed it out, man. I'm back thick. And my locks is getting super, super long. I've been growing my hair for 3 years. I've been growing my hair for 3 years, and this is how long my hair is. You see what I'm saying? And my locks started off literally this little. So eating healthy and using the right oils, I had your stuff growing fast. What do you recommend for hair products? So it's called Miracle Hair Growth. It's on my website. I think it's like $25 or something like that. How do you heal sickle cells? The only way to heal sickle cells, Yasharala, is with iron phosphate. Sickle cells is when the body is very anemic because the body lacks oxygen. What makes up a cell into an octagon shape is what you call oxygen. So you need that octagon shape. Well, when the body lacks its oxygen, it causes the cells to break. When the cells break, it breaks off into a sickle. So to get that oxygen component back on there, you must flush the body, and you must provide the body with high doses of iron phosphate and iron fluorine that'll take care of all of their problems. What is the best herb for weight loss? The best herb for weight loss will be, it's in my weight loss supplement, but red clover and ginger. Red clover and ginger root, man, will knock some weight up off you quick. What up, Jai in the building? What's up, Candace Pan? That's my sister right there. Peace, Queen. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's all good, y'all. All good. My parents don't have cancer, though, LOL. Lower your sugar levels. Well, the only way you can lower your sugar levels is by basically producing your insulin levels to go higher, your insulin, because glycagon is what higher your sugar levels. Insulin is what lower it. So you need your pancreas to be clean. You really can't take any supplements. Only thing you can do is change your diet to an all fruit diet and start eating a lot of kale and cleanse that pancreas and that liver and that parathyroid and that thyroid. I have something on my site called the diabetes package. That's what it's called, the diabetes package. So go on there, check that out. And if you want to make it, yourself, get all the herbs, because I list all my herbs in my products. You can get the herbs and try to make them yourself. But if you want to make sure you spend your money and get the top quality alkaline herbs, shop with me, bro. I can get rid of that diabetes in no time. I'm an ice eater. What do I need? If you're an ice eater, that means you're very anemic. You need iron. Ice eaters, yeah, you're very anemic. You need iron. Times toothpaste is nasty. Times toothpaste is bullshit, and it's full of chemicals. And if you look at the back, you got a blue and a red and black stripe, which means it's chemicals and it's cancerous. Don't let them fool you. They actually just got sued for lying. Times toothpaste. Look up that article. So yeah, your toothpaste need to come from grounded herbs, not from no chemical factory. Only use it because it doesn't have fluoride. Yeah, because that fluoride will calcify that third eye. You don't want to be out here dead and sleeping and not being woke. So I get that. Not sure this guy became disabled. That's crazy how temperature left. Just saying. I want to try that soap. Yeah, I'm going to type it in. It's called Pure by Aniyah. purebyaniya.com. I'm going to put it in the thing. www.purebyaniya.com. I just typed it in for y'all. The first thing them devils say, don't take iron when you have sickle cell. Hey, you sure right, Lisa Ray. I had a person that I healed the sickle cells. He said the MD straight told him to stay away from iron. I said, that's the only thing that's going to heal you. What up, King? What up, Telly? What up, Telly Woods, man? Treat arthritis. Arthritis come from a sugar problem in the nervous system. You need blue verivane. Blue verivane. What would I mix that with? For real, I keep the blue verivane, and then I attack it with some red cloves and sarsaparilla. Again, so I just typed in on y'all website, y'all. All y'all asking for soaps and stuff. Go and look on that. She got some amazing products. You know what I'm saying? That's my queen. Shouts out to my queen. She'll hook y'all on up. Get black soaps, all types of soaps. She the one who actually made my CBD soaps. Like when it comes to the soap department, I holler at her for that. You know what I'm saying? She good at merging and whipping the butters, all of that. Good stuff for that. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Red clover and ginger root. Should I boil the ginger root and add clover? Yes, you should. Matter of fact, boil the clover too, but break that clover up though. Because that clover kind of tricky. And it get real spudgy when you start cooking. Let me show y'all clover. See, this red clover get kind of tricky. This how much red clover y'all buy from me. I'm almost gone. Y'all be buying up this red clover. See, and if the red clover ain't purple, if it ain't purple, y'all, it ain't got that purple on there. But like red clover is real fluffy, so you gotta watch the way you boil it. Otherwise, I'm talking about it'll end up disappearing on you. So red clover is very good, man. Very good. So yeah. So you can do it that way or you can throw it in. So the best way to actually make a tonic, y'all, is to put y'all stuff in the pot, then put your spring water or your distilled water on top of it, bring it to a boil while the herbs is in the pot. Once it come to a boil, then you turn it down and you let her simmer for 30 minutes. Now, what I do is an inch. I call it the inch mark. Once the water dissolves an inch, it's ready and it's very potent. Now you can either do this with glycerin, you can either do it with your water, and you can do it with certain types of corn alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Now don't get too deep into the corn alcohol because now it's not a tonic, it becomes a tincture. See what I'm saying? I hear you, brother. You keep helping your people. That's all I can do, Carla. All I can do. Yep, about that charcoal. Charcoal. What y'all know about the charcoal? Hold on, let me get my charcoal. I love charcoal. Charcoal is more of your stomach. This real good to coat the stomach. And it's real good to do like charcoal face masks and all of that. Charcoal is very good. Y'all realize what charcoal is? It's nothing but melanin. This is you right here. Full of sulfur, full of melatonin, full of everything you need. Charcoal is very good. Don't use too much of it because it can make you very, very constipated though. And we need the boo-boo, especially as black people eating all this bullshit we've been eating. You're gonna have to use that bathroom. So don't be ingesting too much charcoal, y'all. For real. Shalom, y'all. Keep good info. All praises, all praises. What herbs do you have for kidneys and ovaries? You talking about as far as the cleanse and cysts, like thyroid cysts, or what type of cysts you talking about? But basically, I got a lot of stuff that shrink. I got some Sagrande. I got a lot of stuff for that. Like, just holler at me. I got kidney cleansers on my site as well too. I make my toothpaste with biotin, clay, baking soda, and tea tree oil. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool, but watch out for that baking soda. It's so alkaline, it'll burn up some stuff. You remember, alkaline burn as well. Everything exists is nothing but acid. You have the base side of acid, which is what they call alkaline, then you got the acidosis side of acid, which is what they call hydrogen ions, or acid, period. It's all acid. You just got good acid and you got bad acid. You see what I'm saying? What else? How to get rid of dark spots on your thighs. It depends on what type of dark spots it is. Most of the time, there's dark spots like that. You got too much carbon phosphate build up in pockets, meaning you got a metal problem. You got a metal problem. You need a metal detoxification. Denzel, Lily Hogan's. I don't know your middle name. My bad. But yeah, you need to get that metal out of your body. How you like neem toothpaste? That's one of the main ingredients inside my toothpaste is neem. I use neem. I use that myrrh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that neem is good. And that's what I use. Neem is very, very good for mouth cleansing. Very good for mouth cleansing. And it's actually very good for the skin and digestive system. Neem oil work wonders. It smell like boo-boo, but man, it work wonders. Especially if you got like psoriasis and stuff like that. Very, very good to put on topically. High blood pressure. What's good for it? Changing your diet. Decreasing your salt intake, and cinnamon. Cinnamon is very, very good for high blood pressure. But I have high blood pressure destabilizer on my website. You can go check that out, Brianna. But changing your diet, all this going to be a diet change. All the herbs are going to do is help assist you in your cleansing. Everything is about diet, though. What herbs do you have? Okay, I answered that already. Y'all know y'all be asking some questions. Y'all know y'all do. Brittany, what up, Queen? Christy Mack, what up, what up? Shalom. First time tuning in on you, bro. All praises. You know what I'm saying? Look, I do this every Tuesday. I'm going right back up Thursday. I'm going to do this every single Tuesday until my seminar. My seminar going to be so amazing, so dope. I hope and pray y'all can make it. We pay for everything, all this stuff free for y'all. I'm going to give away herbs for free. I am going to be selling herbs there. It's going to be vegan food there with amazing, never heard be seen information. So we is streaming live in 4K for those that are out of town and can't make it. We done booked almost up 30 rooms, y'all. People done booked hotel rooms. People is flying in. This will be an amazing event. It's happening on January the 27th, exactly 27 days from now. Hey, man, we finna get it in, and we're going to kick it in the process. So I can't wait. I'm very excited. I hope to see y'all there. If you go on, make sure you click on the link and put going so we can get a good head count. How do you get rid of toxins? Toxins, you need an intercellular cleanse. That's on my website as well. You need an intercellular cleanse. You must cleanse the blood first, purify the blood, dump everything through the lymphatic system, then cleanse the lymphatic system, then cleanse the glymatic system. People don't even know about the glymatic system. You know what I'm saying? I'm just dropped a jewel on y'all. Look that up. And this is how you get rid of toxins. My daughter have real bad eczema. in her skin and she has spots. What herb does she need for that? She need the cleanse, and she need neem, and she need herbal baths. So eczema is a strand of, and don't get freak out, but eczema is a strand of herpes. It's herpes strand 7. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a parasite. It's called a hemith worm. That's what that's what eczema is. It's a hemith worm expressing itself through the skin. So everybody think herpes is sexually transmitted. It can be, but it's 8 strands of herpes. It's to do with humans. It's hundreds of them to do, period. Do y'all know cows, half the cows and stuff y'all eat be having herpes? That's why y'all getting them, to be honest with y'all. But that's another topic. Y'all, and I can prove that too. But the 1 and 2 is sexually. From when you get to the 3 to 8, all of this is still the hemith worm, but it's still called herpes. It's just, it comes from food, and it comes from malnutrition, and it comes from walking outside on concrete without your shoes on and stuff like that. What would you recommend for a detox? The best detox I recommend is my simple, it's called the amino acid therapeutic package level 1. That's one of my top detoxes. If you don't want to spend that much money, go on my website, get the intercellular cleanse, and get the parasitic elimination, get you some black seed oil, and get you that bitter tonic. Flush anything out of your body. But if you want to get deep and dig in them cells and get all that up out of there, then we're going to have a consultation and really talk. Hotel recommendations for the conference, the Renaissance Hotel. The Renaissance Hotel over there in Overland, because that's where the spot being held at. Does the botanical herb product you have reverse hair loss? Yes, it does, but hair loss, remember, is attached to your nervous system. So I got to cleanse that up too. So even though you grow your hair back, it'll fall back out if you never clean out your nervous system. Your hair is an extension of your nervous system, y'all. That's what it is. Your hair is the extension of your nervous system. That's why if you get your hair pulled, you feel that shit. That's because it's attached to your nervous system. You give good info. All praises. Coming from Mississippi. Yeah, I just gave y'all that. The Renaissance. How do you detox your body from metals? If you want to shop with me, I got a metal detox. You want to do it yourself? Go on a 7-day green juicing with nothing but cilantro, cucumbers, kale, and cut it with some hard key limes. That'll start pulling it out. But now if you want to pull it out fast, come holler at me. I'll get you some herbs to get rid of all of that. I am here to bring the children vitamins through by the top. All praise. Going. Yeah, I can't wait to see y'all. We gonna kick it. We gonna share some good vital information, family. You said my strand was 4, right? Yep. Psoriasis, yep, 4, which is another strain of herpes. And it is not sexually, but yes, psoriasis is actually herpes. Look this stuff up, y'all. I don't have to lie. I did a whole video on herpes. Y'all look the information up, it will blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. What can you do for neuroma? I know it's swelling. That's something to do with your lymphatic system. You're draining improperly through your nerves. You're draining very improperly. That means you eat a lot of sugar. You need to come off the sugar. You need to come off the sugar and the inflammation to come down. What I have to do is put you on a straight cleanse though, and you need a good water fast, at least 3 days at the least. Nothing but water. What's good for testosterone? Working out, very good for testosterone. Like, too much testosterone become very acidic, y'all, just to let you know. You know what I'm saying? The opposite side of that is estrogen. But what's good for that? Working out, doing push-ups, a lot of oxygen, good sleep. You know what I'm saying? And some types of ginseng. I don't want to get into the other kind because they very GMO. So where is your healthy eating? You have one like the doctor? Nah, mine's way better than the doctor's. It's on my website under the Eat to Live page. Yeah, when I did my cleanse, I was pissing metal for 2 weeks. I was pissing metal for 2 weeks. I remember when it first came down from my stomach and hit my kidneys, it felt like I had kidney stones when I was doing my cleanse. And I straight was pissing metal. Like, once you start them cleanses, it will blow your mind what come out your body. I'm telling you, it'll blow your mind. So look, I've been on here long enough. I've been on here for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I really hope I answered y'all questions. If y'all got some understanding and overstanding and understanding on healing, give me some 9s, and I'm going to run through this whole topic real quick, do a quick summary, and I'm going to jump up off here. So if we got some understanding so far, type in some 9s for me. That way I know that y'all understand. I don't want to get on here and be speaking and y'all not getting what I'm saying. That's going to be pointless of me doing this type of stuff. Okay, Carla, all praises. All praises. Chantel, all praises. Aluminum, how to remove it. Aluminum is a metal. Saying I just gave y'all the detox for that. All praises, all praises. Well, look, again, this was talking about why is certain races susceptible to illnesses and disease more than others. And I said because the geographic place you from, the geography, your genetics, and your foods. So basically, everybody have a different food, whether you're a race, whether you're an animal, whether you're a mammal, no matter what you is, you got your own food. You got the bird kingdom. The hawks, the falcons, the eagle, the vulture, and the owl eat meat. But the blue robin, the red-headed tango, and the blue crown flower pecker, and the blaze-winged parakeet, they eat nothing but fruits. You get into the primate side. You got the gorillas, the chimpanzee, and the orangutans. You got the human, which is the black man. These are primates. I'm going to put us in that category. They don't have tails, right? Monkeys have tails, but notice the ones that's called apes that don't have tails, they eat nothing but fruits, berries, melons, and nuts. When you get to the monkey side, which is hundreds of categories of monkeys, they eat nothing but meat, y'all. They eat meat. So you see you got monkeys, and depending on where they locally geographed at, depending on where they stay at, they eat different type of foods. You see that? Then you got plants. Plants eat different type of foods depending on where they at. If it's tropical, it's burdock root, it's kalawala, it's bladderwrack and sea moss. Burdock eat nothing but iron phosphate. Kalawala eat nothing but potassium phosphate. Bladderwrack and sea moss eat nothing but calcium and iodine. So you see, you even got certain different plants that eat certain type of things. So why, when it comes to the so-called African American Negro, he is exempt from this law. He think he can eat any and everything, when everybody else followed by their own dietary law. You got the white people, they eat zinc. Zinc is high in meat. So what they eat a lot of meat. They like theirs medium rare because that's how you get all the phytonutrients from it. They like beans because they love protein. Protein is good for their body. You go to Chinese, the Chinaman love his white rice and his cilantro. Why? Because it's high in the things he needs for his body. You go look at the Eskimo, he loves fish. Why? Because he's in cold climate and he need the actual fatty acids to keep his body warm. The polar bear loves fish because he's in a state where he got a coat to keep him warm and everything. So everybody is adapted. The Irishmen, they love their pasta because they love the starch and the grains. It's very good for their blood. But when you get to the so-called African American Negro, this nigga will eat any and everything that everybody told him to eat, and he never found out about his own food, and that's why he's sick. We're not supposed to be eating meat. We're not supposed to be eating rice. We're not supposed to be eating high levels of zinc because we already got too much zinc inside of our pituitary gland. We're supposed to be eating foods that's highly consisting of iron phosphate because we are the most electrical alkaline beings on planet Earth. Do y'all get that? So we eat according to where we come from, according to where our ancestors originated from. And we eat the food that originated in that place. If it don't originally grow in Africa, and I'm not talking about all that bullshit that they grow in there now that wasn't there. If it don't originate there and grow there like 5,000 years ago, you shouldn't be eating it. And what I mean by Africa, I don't mean that word. I know that word is made after two white men, but that's how y'all identify with that land, so I'm going to call it that. And again, Africa is way bigger than what they making it. They're lying. It's maps that really show how big it is. It covers up half of Russia, it covers up half of Asia, and it covers up a half of Greece. And I'm going to show y'all that at my seminar. This is going to be a very, very good, interesting seminar, family. So that's my question. So her question to me was, why is certain race susceptible to illnesses and disease? And I said this, because when they came and got our black cells from off them boats, we came over here naked and they forgot to bring our food. How you forget to bring our food? You forgot to bring our food. Now we eating what you eat. And you're genetically made way different from me. You're full of ammonia and sulfur. That's why when they get real hot, they smell like wet dogs. Not even talking about all my white friends and fam that's on here. Just keeping it true. That's why y'all smell like that. Because y'all higher in ammonia and sulfur. That's why y'all grow hairy like that. Because y'all used to the mountains of Caucasus. Y'all used to cold environments. That's why most of y'all are very tall. Because y'all need to breathe in that fan air. That's why 89% of y'all grow tails when y'all first born. Huh? Let's talk about this. So y'all are very closer to the primates that we call monkeys, but y'all say we evolved from monkeys when y'all actually, it looks like when you get down to the genetic code, y'all did. You see what I'm saying? We're the original real human beings. Y'all grow fur, we grow hair. We're the only ethnicity group that grows actual real hair. Y'all grow fur. That's why y'all subjected to lice and ticks and stuff like that. The black, we don't get lice. We don't get ticks. You see what I'm saying? And this is not no race bashing or nothing. These are true facts to let my people know how superior you are than anybody on planet Earth, and don't let nobody tell you different. With that, I love y'all. Like and share this video. Put it in all the health groups. Let them know about the seminar we got coming up. Let them know everything. Like let's quit keeping this stuff quiet, and let's grab our minds back. Let's grab our bodies back, and let's uplift and heal our people. I love y'all, indeed and in truth, and I look forward to talking to y'all again. Remember, every Tuesday, but I'm going to be back live Thursday because I lost 2 weeks. And I told you I was going to be at least once a week, so I'm going to keep up with this, and I'm going to make sure I stay dedicated and committed. For those that want to see my spiritual teachings, I will be going live tomorrow on Honor Humility STL. So holla at me. All right, Shalom Lacan family. Shalom, shalom. Peace.